What's up, everyone? Welcome to our fail segment of Aftermath TV. I got Jimmy, Corderis, Nug, and Anthony, and we got our fails ready for you. And Anthony, you're starting us off.
My fail kind of plays off my win, and the win was, of course, the return of Heath Slater. But my fail was actually, I hate putting the commentary down because it's a tough job, but it's so important. And when Heath Slater walked out, it was like, is that Heath Slater? Huh. That's the return of someone that's been gone for a while that people really like. And there's not there's a live audience, but you know what I mean? There's not thousands of people to pop huge. So the commentary has to pull the slack, and they got to go, oh my God, it's Heath Slater. What's he doing here back? And anyway, I thought the commentary kind of took it down a notch, and that's not what.
I was just about to ask you if you could give us an example of the commentary you wanted to hear. And of course, you know, you did that on your own. So thank you very much for that example.
It's interesting because like Anthony said, it is a tough position to be in because on one side, you don't want to be so over the top that it sounds corny and hokey. But at the same time, you have to sound like you're genuinely surprised. You're happy to see this gentleman, and you're curious to see why he's there. Very surprising because I got high marks for Samoa Joe because I think he's been fantastic on the commentary table. I think, again, I talk about missed opportunities. I think there was a missed moment there to make this sound like a bigger deal than it came off sounding like.
Well, and not only that, but then the live crowd was like, say, here, and the commentary was here. They could have at least matched the crowd, if not gone over the crowd. And second of all, it was Heath Slater coming back. We all know he got let go and fired and whatnot. So talk about it. You can't just like very quietly mumble, oh my God, that's Heath Slater. What's he doing?
Yeah.
That doesn't make for compelling television where guys on the microphone sound like they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah,
the commentators have to sell the importance of what's taking place and also educate. There's going to be some kids out there that maybe don't know who Heath Slater is. They just started watching 6 months ago and they never got to really see him. So inform me. Who is this guy? Why should I care? Anyway, yeah, so that's my fail.
True. And Nug, you're next with your fail.
Okay, I hate to harp on referees, especially where there's one here. But the referees are there to enforce the rules. And how many times do we see a tag team, one of the members have a singles match, and the other tag team partner's there messing around, and the referee goes, "You're out of here," all the time. Nikki Cross sat on commentary last night, and the refs were like, "You shouldn't be here." But Rey Mysterio gets to bring his kid to work every week, and that guy has attacked Seth Rollins and involved himself in a match last night. Get out of here, kid. You're either a wrestler or you're in the crowd. You don't come to work with your dad every week. Just pick a side. It makes me crazy.
I love when Nug gets fired up. I feel like we need to just clip Nug's like emotion and passion and put that out for our promos for this segment.
Fired up Nug is good news.
Well, and also, what's the stipulation for this match at Extreme Rules? I lose if I don't remove your eye with my hand?
No,
Get out of here.
The winner, I guess, gets to remove the other person's eye or something.
Oh, cool.
Like
with their hand, or do they get a tool?
I don't know. Maybe it's that. What's that? I don't remember the show.
I think Ray's doing double or nothing. If he wins, he gets his eye back.
Oh, that's nice.
If he loses, then he has no eyes. Yeah.
Now, as far as the refereeing goes, I've been, as someone who pays attention to the officials, I get at times you use referee's discretion. Here's the air quotes here. The referee's discretion, but at the same time, the rules have to be uniformed. It has to be like whatever it is. You got 5 seconds. You got a 5 count after a tag to exchange and do your double team move. You got a 10 count outside the ring. It's not like, okay, I'm going to start my 10 count 10 seconds after you go outside. You know what I mean?
I just want consistency.
Yes,
the same rules should apply for every match and every person. And if they're not going to, I want special rules that let me go down and slap Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, I mean, to accompany somebody to the ring, I have no problem with that because I like the style of having a corner man. I think everyone should come to the ring with someone. But as soon as you interfere,
either gone or DQ. That's, you know what I mean? Like, no fudging the numbers.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's
pretty good.
That's actually pretty good.
What's the Italian classic is Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on it. Okay, Jimmy, what's your fail?
Okay. I wasn't a big fan of the toast by Sheamus on Friday night to
Oh my
Jeff
God.
Hardy. I mean, like, Jeeves, really? That's who we get in the ring with Jeff Hardy? Sheamus is toasting remotely via satellite from I don't know what the heck it was. You know what? I just, first of all, I'm not a big fan of mocking someone's sobriety after his challenges. I get it. We want to make light, not make light, but we want to bring to attention that he had these struggles and he's overcoming these struggles. That's great. But to have Sheamus constantly tearing him down and then doing what they did on Friday night just didn't sit well with me.
Yeah, I felt bad for Jeff, like having to relive his downfalls and publicly. I mean, they're already public enough when you have a mugshot on TV. I just think it's not in good taste.
Yeah.
But I must say, the bartender, there was a couple shots. He had this look on his face, this smug look. I go, who is this guy?
Jeez.
I hope he's like somebody in NXT, because if he is, his face is money. But if he's not, and he's just an extra they hired to be a bartender or whatever, then maybe hire him. I don't know. But he had the look, that smug look on his face was incredible.
I couldn't get over how not a threat Jeff Hardy looked for beating up a bartender. Like,
Yeah.
I guess you're doing it instead of Sheamus, because Sheamus is somewhere else. So I'm going to beat up this guy who clearly can't lift up more than 2 bottles at once.
Okay, and did you notice what happened? So they gimmick the ring, right? They make the ring solid because there's bottles and tables, so it doesn't have that give. And then he does the swanton gimmick, and he almost breaks his back.
Yeah.
Watch his reaction when he hits. The ring does not budge at all. And he's like, ooh.
Back to NUG'S point, I've seen some bartenders in my day, in my travels, in my 22 plus years with the WWE, that made this guy look like a child. There's some nasty bartenders.
Yeah, there's some big bartenders out there, and this guy is not one of those.
No.
You know what? He was doomed when his parents named him Jeeves.
Yeah, he can't even.
Right from the beginning, you know what you're going to do. Bartender or butler. You've only got 2 choices.
That's it.
Ask Jeeves.
Okay, my fail, and I'm very curious to see what you guys think about this one. Bro, why are we cutting promos about feet? I don't get the Matt Riddle promo. Maybe it's because I don't love feet. I think I've always thought Matt Riddle's hilarious. I thought the flip-flops, I think the flip-flops are hilarious. I like how, bro-ish he is. But I was like, we literally spent 5 minutes talking about his feet, and then there's like a tight shot of his feet. And I'm like, I didn't gain anything from the interview aside from why he likes to wrestle in the ring bare feet. And I'm just like, this is weird. And I didn't really feel engaged. I was more so counting the amount of times that Matt Riddle said bro, as opposed to actually listening to what he was saying. So for me, that was kind of a miss. Now, watching him in the ring with Morrison, I could watch that all day. His feet, I'm gonna hit a big X on that. So
how long have you been not liking feet?
Yeah, I think feet are like, I'm not one who's like tuning into, like, if there was like a foot channel, I'm not watching that all day.
Like after a long soccer game, you're not smelling your feet?
Could you imagine? I take off my socks.
It's like I talked about before, with when you talk about personalities meshing, in ring, I think he's really good. I think
really
and really showed it with Morrison.
Yes.
There's a pairing that allowed both guys to show what they can do in the ring. This bro stuff, and I'm waiting for him to order a pizza during his next promo. Maybe be accompanied to the ring by Spicoli. Yes, there's an old school reference from me. His personality just doesn't sit well with me. It's too.
Is it not too much? It's like he said bro too much. I don't know if a bro says bro that much. It's almost
if I was putting him in a movie and he was being Matt Riddle in a movie, I would yell cut and say, you're being too much. You need to pull it back. You're at it like a 15 and I need you at a 7. But that's him all the time. Yeah. Jimmy is not the only person, and Matt Riddle rubs the wrong way. I'm a fan of him in the ring if he shuts his mouth and never gives a promo. But as soon as he opens his mouth, I tune out because I cannot take a word he says seriously.
Okay, so you guys feel the same way. Okay.
Well, it's funny
like
because...
No, sorry. Like Stone Cold said, how many times the best characters are themselves turned up to 11 or 12? Riddle's turned up to 22.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so true.
Well, the irony is it's too much, yet just saying bro is not enough to really have, like, that's not a character. If I was to ask Matt Riddle, say, okay, can you write down your character, explain them to me? I say bro. Okay. But tell me about your character. Oh, no, I say bro. And then
Cool. That's already been done a while ago on YouTube. Somebody was the internet champion and said bro all the time. I know he doesn't work there anymore, but you're still not a character if you just say bro.
And you can't say I'm the original bro, because that is a no-no. You're not the original. That's false.
There you go.
Again, I don't hate the angle. You guys know I love the flip-flops. I like the bro angle. I think he's hilarious. It's just overkill. And that's what I'm saying. When I was watching the promo, I was like, he said bro like 45 times in a minute. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think a bro would say that many times. Maybe.
Good, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Throw him in the ring with Morrison all day. I'm watching it. But that promo was just a little, maybe I'm the only one, but that promo didn't do much for me.
No. Yo, I hear you, sis.
Yeah.
Sis,
Jimmy,
sis,
you can only talk like that from now on.
oh,
And
yo,
there's a lot
sis.
of there's a lot of people that I hold in high regard that also don't get this gimmick. They're like, it just, what's the bit? Oh, and here's the thing. When your gimmick has no substance to it, it's just the word bro, but you walk around like I'm a creative genius because I'm saying, but you what? It's like he's so proud of this bro thing, but it's really nothing to be, it's just the beginning.
All right, guys. Well, that's our fails for the week. Let us know what yours is and tweet us using the hashtag AskAftermath. Jimmy, hit us with your sis line, though.
What sis, like, yo, sis. Yo, sis. Hey, you got to grow, bro. You got to grow, bro.
And also let us know if you want Jimmy Corderas to talk like that for a full Aftermath.
Yes,
I'm out of here. I can't listen to that.
I vote yes. I vote yes. See you later, guys.